Good morning, SPs. I don't know if you guys can hear me. I'm trying out the new microphone. I got to get this sorted. Hey, Kia. Can you hear me? Oh, you can. Great. That means the new microphone's working. I finally figured out the trick to it. It's a pain in the butt, apparently. But once you get it going, I just had to get it sorted. Thank you. I'm so sorry that I spent the last couple of mornings going, can you hear me? Can you hear me? I'm sure that's annoying. Anyway, I'm excited about today. I really like Thursdays because Thursday is it's Titanic Thursday, guys. It's become my favorite show. I love doing these look backs at the protesters past. Good morning, Kathy. Good morning, Jennifer, Mock, T, Cricket, Kia, Amy. Did I miss anyone? I think that's everyone. Jennifer! How could I miss Jennifer? That's sacrilegious. Can't miss Jennifer. So it was great. It's been a busy week. It's been an exciting week, but I have a lot to get through today, as Cricket can testify. So I had better get started. I should have started sharing screen while I was chatting with you guys. First thing, I want to, if I can find it. Oh, I lost all my tabs, by the way. I had to go back and reload everything. Like, I was up really late. These shows take a lot out of me. Let's see, is it sharing? Yes, it is. First, I wanted to go back to Operation Clambake. You know, I said a lot of these links aren't linking. There's still a lot of links that are linking. It's still a valuable resource. Just it's hit or miss. So if you're sending someone to do research there that's more in depth, or, you know, someone who's just never in SP, that's one thing. It's another thing if you want to send a victim to a good site, send them to Victims Have Voices. Anyway, I was looking through some more of this, and of course, eventually, that brings you to the Scientology Money Project with Jeffrey Augustine. That is like, that's a rabbit hole I'm going to get into another day because there's a lot in it. There's actually something from it that I'm going to play for tomorrow. But I just wanted to go over this real quickly because there's a lot more to go on. There's Underground Bunker, still connected there, also a valuable resource. And this one called Leave Scientology, I hadn't heard of. It's Why Should You Leave? Resource guide. I should send this to Haggis. Maybe it's stuff she can use. Stories about people who have left, video testimonials, people who can help. This one still has a lot in it. I'm being hesitant while speaking. I don't know if it's the new mic or if I'm just being nervous today. Sorry about that, guys. I'll try to do better. Okay. So Titanic Thursdays, if you don't know, is when I do a throwback, a look back on things that have happened years ago in the anti-Scientology community. My caveat still applies, though. I'm going to feature people that you don't like. Get over it. They're all assholes. I'm an asshole. And you're still here. You're still supporting me. And I can vouch that I am an asshole. So here we go. The first one is Hero Share Us. It's at the Lisa McPherson Candlelight Vigil in 1999. It wasn't posted, obviously, in 1999. It was posted 15 years ago. Here we go.
camera like digital.
Healthy man with strong.
That was just a few years after she passed.
Look at the wall there.
I know, that's
Yeah.
30 years since this young woman was taken from us, and I'm glad we're still holding vigils for her. Next, I have one from Derek Block. If you've been watching these, Derek Block is a former Sea Org member who started speaking out pretty much right away. He's homosexual, and he was treated like trash, and he had a really rough time. Anyway, for some reason, I had skipped over his very first video, so I'm going to share a little of his very first video now.
I joined the Sea Org at about age 15 in September of 2001, and I left in July of 2004 when I was 18. I actually spent my 18th birthday doing confessionals, because whenever you leave staff in Scientology, you have to confess all of your crimes against the church and whatnot. After about, say 8 years after I left the Sea Org, I couldn't stand it anymore. I had been through a lot of psychological and emotional abuse. I tried to talk to my parents about it, but of course.
Why? Because they found out he liked penises. Well, hell, I like penises too. I mean, who doesn't like a good penis?
They didn't want to listen, or they didn't want to believe it, or whatever, because they had been, put so much into the church. When I was about 5 or 6, my parents were visited by a company called WISE, which is an extension of the church called World Institute of Scientology Enterprises. They seek to install the tech for L. Ron Hubbard, and they call it the tech anyway. That's what Scientologists call their beliefs. They call it.
So, not unlike Amy's story, they were pulled in by WISE, but the wife of the guy involved in WISE was able to pull his wife in, Amy. This could have been yours and your daughter's story had you not been so wise yourself. So I want to say hi to whoever new is here, because I saw Rip Guy pop in. Hey, Rip Guy, thanks for giving me your support and popping in. Appreciate you, babe. All right, let's move on. This one's called My Truth on Scientology, and it's a really fun inside peek of a muster. They have a sneak camera that caught a Scientology Sea Org muster.
Yes. The income was over 50,000, so that was awesome. Also, the local housing average was highest ever. We're both friends for every year, and want to do that again. All right. So every person from your post is sync with that, and I want to see you guys all just running introduction today. Okay? Yeah. Are you guys ready to start? Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, we have a lot of LC right. So here we go. They put NOA stand. From my observation now, what is it? From my observation now. There is no obstacle of any kind. What is it? There is no obstacle.
Not Buddhist chanting, militaristic chanting. They very much act like the Nazis.
They stand in the way of any org's expansion. What is it? That stands in the way of any org's expansion. If the will itself gets its FXC, what is it? If the will itself gets its FXC. Follow the emergency.
Further brainwashing. Anyway, it was interesting to see. You hear about musters all the time, but there's a little behind the scenes look at a muster. Next, I have Darth Xander, LRH 100th birthday at Flag. And this was posted 14 years ago.
Been following us, from what I understand from the local Anons. This guy was here last year saying that he's filming some documentary. He's been trailing us.
Nothing new, right? Go to Clearwater, get followed. Get filmed.
Okay, we're at the Hive, the Coachman. There was just a Kendrick Moxon sighting. I'm very excited about that. Let's see.
Kendrick Moxer, a loser then, still a loser today.
Where's the camera guy? A couple handlers and the camera guy setting up in the back there.
Did I say Kendrith? I meant Kenneth. It's horrifying listening to these back and seeing all the times I misspeak. But anyway, it happens. It happens. I'm half awake when I do these, guys. Next, I have 309 Temporary. Tommy, see, there we go. Tommy Gorman says, life is better outside of Scientology. All right.
Jeff Quiros?
It's from July 3rd, 2011. It's anonymous protest.
Head of this church covered up rape. It's a real mensch.
Keep handing out flyers upside down. I'm like, here. Like, here's a piece of paper. Here's some paper.
Let's skip ahead a little bit. Find a good spot. What's going on here?
Jeff Jones, like, he actually got married. Did he get married to one of the USAs from Mountain or something? Yeah, did he get married? Was he going to get married to her or some shit?
Oh, you know that? I read that heading, right? The original one.
Yeah, I don't know.
Brought a barbecue. Didn't order pizza. Brought a barbecue. Anti-Scientologist protesters have been speaking out a long time. What's going on in this section?
I'm not sure what she is. She's one of those things. I'm not sure. She might be. I don't think she's allowed to be on the list. Don't worry, you're not going to catch them.
See?
Especially this recording, you know, they don't like it.
See the guy in the background taking their pictures, thinking they're being, I don't know, intrusive. They're being intimidating, you know?
Sweet. You know, that's the main thing. They don't like their abuse, so they're here to support this.
He's like, awesome. We got him on camera. Awesome.
Part of us, so that would be better. You do a lot of surveillance. Like we got, because these guys don't do very good.
Got counter surveillance on camera. Check out 309 Temporary. Next, I have one. It's really funny. To me, it's funny. I have a weird sense of humor, maybe. Briefing to OT ambassadors by chairman of the board. RTC maiden voyage anniversary in 2004. All right.
You can pick something up and think you don't get it and have misunderstood just by clarifying what they are. You actually handle the real barrier. It wasn't.
Sorry, I should have given a trigger warning. You might lose your breakfast listening to this guy.
Really skip grading. It's missed or like a fixed idea or false data pounded in. The other night you saw me release the London Congress on Dissemination and Help and the first ACC. There are several of those that are out right now in that order. And nobody knows it. And there's an exact relationship with this tech.
Packaged, repackaged, resold, sold again, buy more, buy more.
Technology, but it's not. It's like the Matrix right now. Well, we're going to unmatrix all of that. Now,
he says he's going to unmatrix all of it and release everything, all the records, all the files.
Thing is, I mentioned these books last year, and what happened on that? You're going to see the depth of and the intensity and the amount.
Yeah, I want you to see the depth of the insanity. Look at this chart he throws up in a minute here.
And volume of work to make sure that these things are finally exactly what LRH did. Because don't forget, this now stands as the source to be translated, not just 15 languages, 50 or whatever number of languages there are on Earth. It's time that this project's done so that it's never, ever, ever.
But did they translate it into Farsak? I'm wondering.
Ever altered or incomplete or whatever from here on out. More on that in a moment. I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about on one. Let me show you one thing we're going to do here that's going to be part of this whole golden age of knowledge in terms of what clarity we will have on these materials. See, I thought
Golden age of knowledge. Look at this chart, guys. These are lists and lists and lists of books and materials. You have to buy all those, and they're all really expensive.
You got a mic? Yeah, good. I thought I would overwhelm you today and give you the whole briefing and everything, but I'm going to give you that briefing afterwards, and I'm going to show you how we're not going to overwhelm everybody. Seriously.
Yeah.
This here.
Because all this data isn't overwhelming. Look at all this. This is the whole thing that you have to get, and they're like reissuing it for the golden age of tech. So you got to buy all of these, even though you already have all of them in your library. You need to buy them again, guys, because they moved a comma, for Christ's sake.
You saw
Come on.
a sample of that materials guide chart last year, some with refinements, any other data that's available. But what it does reflect is a chronological path of every single lecture, book in sequence. Then it goes down to the next level. Each one categorized. Where tapes aren't available, for instance, some are on little plastic discs.
Yeah, I can't listen to any more of this tool. He's disgusting. Let's move along. I have this one. Oh my gosh, this one's so good. I want to do like a 5-part series just with a watch party watching this one. It's so good. I can't remember who sent it to me right now, but thank you.
We're the first 2 individuals to.
We have got to the point where literally anybody can build a full.
Sorry for the commercial.
The security check started on, and my mother and my wife and my father also had the security check. Could you give me some more of the question? Sure. Have you ever been a member of a communist party or any associated group? No. All right. Have you ever had any unkind thoughts about L. Ron Hubbard? No.
For a Scientologist to have an unkind thought about L. Ron Hubbard would definitely be considered an outness, and the person having such a thought might be considered suppressive.
Have you ever had any unkind thoughts about L. Ron Hubbard?
This is from a TV report back in 1973. I'm going to play the intro because it's super nostalgic and funny.
5 years ago, an organization that calls itself Scientology was incorporated for the first time in Canada. The letterhead refers to Scientology as a church. The founder has called it the world's largest mental health organization. The Minister of Health for the United Kingdom said in Parliament in 1968,
Called him out in 73, guys.
and I quote, "The government are satisfied, having reviewed all the available evidence, that Scientology is socially harmful. It alienates members of families from each other.
Socially harmful, alienates members of family from each other.
And attributes squalid and disgraceful motives to all who oppose it.
Squalid and disgraceful motives to everyone who opposes it.
Its authoritarian principles and practice are a potential menace to the personality and well-being of those so deluded as to become its followers."
Deluded followers. It's a menace to the deluded followers.
Above all, its methods can be a serious danger to the health of those who submit to them. Close quotes. The state of Victoria in Australia has passed a law making it a criminal offense for anyone to demand or receive payment for the pseudo-medical practice of Scientology.
It was a law in Australia. I wonder if it's still the case.
In Canada, Scientology now claims more than 50,000 members. The organization distributes press releases calling established means of treating mental health problems into disrepute. One such release states that, quote, "Mental health for the Canadian masses is being pushed by 40 Soviet butchers through the Canadian Mental Health Association." Obviously, the activities of this organization in Canada raise serious questions involving the public interest. Most importantly, should Scientology be permitted to deal with the subject of mental health without being held responsible to any public agency, without being subject to regulation of any kind? These are the questions you may want to ask your MP after you have seen this W5 investigation. The largest Scientology organization in Canada is located in Toronto, where it was registered as a non-profit corporation.
Scooter Mom, get on it.
In 1967. Its purpose, according to its charter, is to propagate a religious faith known as Scientology. The sign in the window advertises a tract on mental health. Members invite people in the street to come in for free personality analysis. The W5 researcher who took the test was then asked to sign up for an initial course costing $25. Later courses can come in packages that cost up to $3,000. The course
jumps from $25 to $3,000 pretty quickly, guys. Anyway, this whole video is fascinating. It was a great investigative report done by a W5, which I believe is based out of Toronto, but it was from 1973, and it was posted 8 years ago. It's a really fascinating watch. I want to show I have a new one I ran across called new channel called Golden Age of Lunacy, L. Ron Hubbard death event, Miscavige first public appearance.
Ladies and gentlemen, the event starts now.
Nothing like a little build-up. Oh my God. If that music doesn't scare you, I don't know what they're trying to do with that music. Let's skip ahead just a tiny bit.
Thank you. Hello. My name is David Miscavige.
Oh, look at the little Keebler elf.
And I'm very happy that you could all make it to this important briefing this evening. Okay, how about now? In 1980, LRH moved off the lines so that he could continue his writings
He already has a nicotine voice. What is he, 12 there?
and researches without any distractions. For many years, Ron had said that if he were given the time, and if others wore their hats and did their jobs, running and expanding the church, he would be able to concentrate on and complete all of his researches into the upper OT levels.
Where's OT9? Where's OT10? You're supposed to have up to 13 a long time ago. You're supposed to go up to what, 15, 16? Come on now, you're slacking. You're off ethics. You're not wearing your hat, little Davy.
So that the bridge would be laid out in full for us all. Over the past 6 years, LRH has indeed been intensively researching the upper bands of OT. You are already enjoying the fruits of some of these researches, most notably solo knots. And more recently, you heard in Ron's Journal 39 that he had fully written up OT8, which would be released at the appropriate time by international management. As you may have surmised, LRH has completed many levels beyond that.
Yeah, many levels beyond that. Where are they? Where are they? We're still waiting. Still waiting.
Approximately 2 weeks ago, he completed all of his researches he had set out to do.
If he completed it, why aren't you releasing it? Liar.
He has now moved on to his next OT level of OT research. This level is beyond anything any one of us ever imagined. this level is in fact done
I'm having a really hard time not laughing here, guys.
in an exterior state, meaning that it is done completely exterior from the body. At this level of OT, the body is nothing more than an impediment and encumbrance to any further gain as an OT. Thus, at 2000 hours Friday, the 24th of January, AD 36, L. Ron Hubbard discarded the body he had used in this lifetime for
40 years ago now.
74 years, 10 months, and 11 days. The body he had used to facilitate his existence in this mess universe had ceased to be useful, and in fact, had become an impediment to the work he now must do outside of its confines. We felt it was important as Scientologists that you were the first to become aware of this fact.
He dropped his body, guys. So sad, so sad. So this is Golden Age of Lunacy. If you want to watch the full video, it's really fun to watch. I was laughing my butt off for most of it. All right, let's keep moving. I got so much to show. Next, I have Angry Gay Pope.
31st, 2010, prior to the disruption of the IS ceremony and
Me and I will sue your ass. Oh. I will sue. I will sue. I will sue.
Horse-based ceremony.
in Los Angeles. You and Choquette were at the Church of Scientology in Pasadena, correct?
More to come on that. More to come on that. Let's play a second more.
Yes, the Ideal Org of Pasadena.
The two of you were posing as tourists, is that right? You went into the church in Pasadena and pretended you were interested in Scientology?
Yes.
You knew that if people knew who you were, that you saw.
I'd argue he wasn't pretending. He was interested, just not interested in the way you wanted him to be interested.
Although they didn't let you in, right?
Yes.
During the incident in Pasadena, well, let me play a composite of a DVD. You put three.
It is Kendrick, but I think I still said it wrong before. Anyway, I said Kenneth when I corrected myself, and that was completely wrong. I am a moron, but I am not awake. Anyway, go check out Angry Gay Pope. He is so funny, so obnoxious, and so charming. I think he's a real valuable component to this community. And more to come on that. Speaking of more to come on that, I do have another clip from him.
Delphi Academy is in Santa Monica?
Yes.
You've been there several times too, correct?
Yes.
Why did you go there?
To educate the Scientologists who run the Delphi Academy.
And the children?
Well, the children wouldn't understand.
You were also screaming there, correct? When the children were out in the courtyard playing?
I'm afraid the Delphi Academy is something I'm not going to talk about because that's pending. It has nothing to do with Mr. Choquette.
You're trespassing. Okay.
What do you mean pending?
Well, we'll deal with that later. And I'm not going to talk about it at all. And you can pull any little stunt you want because I'm not going to talk about it right now. It has no application to the Choquette case.
You're trespassing. Hey! Trespassing. You're under arrest for trespassing. No. You're under arrest for trespassing. Hey, guys! You're under arrest for trespassing.
None whatsoever. Makes you look like you're on a fishing expedition. And you're
always fishing.
Vexatious.
When you went to the Delphi Academy to yell at the staff.
Let's go. 1 minute.
Off the record.
So he's so funny. He's so funny. This was him with Kendrick Moxon. It's a, gosh, I can't even think of the word for it, where you bring in a witness to interrogate them, basically. So check out Angry Gay Pope. I'm stumbling with my words. Let's move along. I want to show some of one of my favorites, Ms. Magoo, Tori Magoo 44, Scientology, Children, Parents, and Reconnection.
Tori Magoo 44. I'm going to go over something today for children and parents, all right? And I want you to sit down and listen to this. If you're in Scientology, I definitely want you to listen to this. I'm not going to say anything confidential, anything that you shouldn't hear, okay? I just want you to really sit down and kind of hear another viewpoint on this. This is to both children and to parents. I hear from both many, many times during the week. Children where their parents have disconnected from them.
Tori's been calling it out for the longest time. Keep fighting, Tori.
Parents where their kids won't talk to them anymore. They send them a letter saying, sorry, you don't agree with Scientology, we're disconnecting from you. Disconnection means absolutely they will never talk to you again. All of my 30-year friends of Scientology and my husband of 20
family destroying, child trafficking cult.
27 years, when I left and spoke out, if you have a voice at all, that's it. It's over. Done. Finished. Doesn't matter how many wonderful moments you've spent together. Now that's pretty kooky. And especially to a parent. They're your children. Do you know what I mean? How could you disconnect?
Children aren't children, Tori. They're just reincarnated 100,000-year-old beings.
From your children. I know some of your children. They're wonderful people. Just because they have a different view than you do. Or the same for children with your parents. Just because they think differently than you isn't okay that you disconnect.
Discard them, worthless. If they're not like towing the line, get rid of them. Here's another one from Tori. Fact 2, frequently asked questions 2, inclusion, exclusion, and the power of one.
Hey, Earthlings, thank you for coming by. Tori Magoo 44. I greatly appreciate it. And it's Friday night again. I'm going to have another frequently asked questions with Mr. Anonymous from Norway. But first of all, I just want to go over a couple of things with you. Thank you, everybody who's sent me really nice comments and, emails and just posts.
Keep subscribing to these people and check out Tori. Go back and watch her old stuff and give her all the support you can right now, too. She's still out there. She's still fighting.
And things like that. I can't thank you enough for all of your kindness and compassion. And I know that every family who's lost loved ones with the death of Scientology, I know they appreciate it too. So thank you very much. You guys are incredible. I don't know if you know how incredible you are, but you are. And it's really, really cool. Okay, so there's that. Now, for our frequently asked questions, the first one that I've been hearing is, are you okay? Am I okay? I'm okay. I'm definitely okay. Here's the deal. When you leave a cult or any kind of...
She's more than okay. She's awesome.
A group like that where you're going to lose all your friends. Excuse me. It's heavy, right? You saw that in grief. It's very definite. It's very real. Especially deaths are very sad. But even losing your friends, like losing my husband of 27 years, it's very painful. I went through a lot of sadness on that, but I did come out the other end. And for the most part, I'm a very happy person most of the time. I have my moments where...
Well, you get the idea. Tori's awesome. This was posted 18 years ago. There is a whole library of Tori videos that you can check out. And that's just a little peek at a couple of them. Next, I want to promote Mark Bunker, Xenu TV. Mark Bunker is running for a council member in Clearwater. We need to get that man elected. He's the only man in Clearwater running for council that will stand up against Scientology. We need him. We need his voice. Please support him. Please share his videos. Please go back and watch his videos. All the things.
I joined the police department in 1969. I went to the investigation detective bureau in about 1972, 73, and they weren't here then. When they came in 1975, I was in Vice and Intelligence. Got involved in immediately. It wasn't my soul.
Can you guys hear it? It's up all the way. I don't know if it's loud enough.
But immediately. We got involved with the Front Group United Churches of Florida, all that fraud, well, not fraud, misrepresentation on how they came to Clearwater in the first place. At that time, the mayor was, I think, Mayor Gazera. And he was very concerned about who they were and what they were. Unfortunately for the city of Clearwater, that Hubbard was debating between Daytona Beach and here. And he picked Clearwater because clear. And he wanted to make this a Scientology city.
And he's pretty much succeeded. Pretty much entirely owned by Scientology.
After it was discovered that who they were, Gabe, of course, was at the forefront of asking questions. Why the deception? And consequently, Gabe had a lot of influence, and people were very upset. The people of the community had a genuine concern about having a cult in their neighborhood.
Pulling it out, it's still a cult. It's still a concern. It's worse than ever. This is from 19 years ago, and this is retired Police Lieutenant Ray Amons.
At that time, they were very concerned about it, and Gabe held a couple of rallies to try to force a hand here and exactly exposing who they were and what they were up to and their practices. And now we're getting close to the time of the burglaries in Washington, D.C. of government offices. We're getting very close to that particular time. This was all
Operation Snow White, penetrate the federal government.
coming down one time, and when Gabe held the rallies, many people attended. There was a real concern. They filled the stadium, 7, 8, 10,000 people. After Gabe initial.
Yeah, you know, we've been expressing concern repeatedly for decades, and nothing's getting done. So people have lost the power to go on and fight them, but we need to keep fighting, guys. I'm going to check back with chat. It's opaque water, not clear water, Amy said. That's funny, Amy. And I saw some new faces here. So Joe's here. Hi, Joe. Hey, Carrie Ann's here. Hi. Hey, Carrie Ann. Twyla's here. Hi, Twyla. Gosh, I saw someone else. I can't remember now. Scooter. That was it. I saw Scooter. Mom was here. Did you hear me talk to you earlier, Scooter? I said, Scooter, you better get on this. And Paraditology is here. He's the gnome daddy. The gnome granddaddy. Let's see. I think I got everyone. Irish is here. Good morning, Irish. No Face. Hey, No Face. Good to see all of you guys. Thanks for coming. Rika. I saw Rika's here. Black Box Water. Okay. I have just a couple more, and then I'm going to wrap it up. My Thursday shows can really run long because there's just so much good material out there, and I'm fascinated by all of it. Being a person fascinated in cults, how could you not be? Okay, here's another one from Xenu TV, and it's him going to a Clearwater City meeting at a school award. I thought it'd be good to see him, one of his first council meetings. Here we go.
Mark Bunker, 765 Bruce Avenue, Clearwater Beach.
He's just on the other side of the podium.
Recently, the Concerned Businessmen of America.
I don't know if you heard that. I said he's just on the other side of the podium in this one.
Of America wrote to the city commission and the mayor's office, plus Governor Bush and other elected officials. They wanted to inform you that right here in Clearwater, there was a school that was exceptional. Well, out of all the schools this group had investigated, this school stood out as a shining example of what education should be in the.
It says August 2nd, 2001, but it was posted, of course, later, posted 19 years ago.
This country. The Concerned Businessmen of America wanted you to know that they were granting the school a $5,000 award for their outstanding performance, and they were giving the school the national recognition that they so richly deserved. In honor of this event, they requested that the mayor issue a proclamation praising the school. To be extra helpful, the Concerned Businessmen even included a proposed proclamation for your office to rubber stamp. The mayor's office ended up sending the school a much watered-down version of this proclamation. The amazing school in question is Scientology's Clearwater Academy.
Clearwater Academy, Scientology's Clearwater Academy, given a proclamation by the mayor. Thanks for calling it out. This was 25 years ago. Mark Bunker was calling this bullshit out, and he's still trying to call the bullshit out in Clearwater today. We need to get him reelected, guys. You gotta support Mark Bunker. He's OG badass, and I really appreciate you, Mark Bunker. And check out his channel, Xenu TV. Okay, I'm not going to show any more of that because I want to move on to Dazed But Not Confused.
Ways to divide us and get us fighting amongst each other. I don't identify with any of that shit. I basically see us, not to get too deep, but I just see us as all in the same boat, one human family. Why the fuck are we fighting each other? Why are we being divided and ruled over all these labels?
Don't let Scientology divide us, guys. That's what I've been trying to promote. We're better together. Doug Scott Kramer called it out, 3 years ago.
It's totally childish to me, but it's ruthlessly manipulated by certain people to get us fighting amongst each other. And that's kind of how Scientology works. It takes a normal family and it pits everybody against each other so that it can maintain control. If you can put people in fear and you can get them fighting amongst each other, you can keep them in a constant state where they can easily be corralled and controlled however you want them to go.
That's my mission, guys. Better together. Come on, get with the program.
So Scientology operates like a puppet master when it comes into the family. So my mother didn't really like it. She didn't know what it was. Her motherly instincts told her when it came into the family that this is bad. She was kind of fighting it and resisting it. And like I said with being gay, like if you have my dad's brother died of AIDS because he had a family, and on the side he was gay and he was doing sexual activities. He got AIDS and he died of it, and I remember that being a really emotional thing because it was a shock to the family that he was living a double life. This isn't my dad's ruin, but a lot of people are captured by Scientology because they might be in a similar situation where they have to leave the family, the fake family that they have, because they want to be who they are. They're naturally gay. That's who they are. The hell's wrong with that?
What's wrong with it? Scientology hates gays. Don't you know that, Doug?
So, but Scientology is obsessed with sexual orientation, sexual deeds. It's just absolutely obsessed with sex. So it's an absolute no-no to be gay in Scientology. Half of them in there, maybe less, are gay and are probably still trying to work on their problem. I mean, I can almost tell some.
So this is what happens when you don't accept people for who they are and you have exclusionary society. They run and turn to try to get themselves fixed, and they wind up in cults like Scientology because they want to basically pray the gay away.
Somebody got into Scientology when I run across them at protests or whatever, I can tell they're gay, and I'm like, well, that's probably how they got him in. He's probably still working on getting that deleted. You know what I mean? That's so evil to do to people, by the way. But as an example of like why Scientology would come into the family and it would be so serious. Imagine if my dad was promised, he's not gay. I'm just using this as an example, and I don't want to say what his ruin is because it's just speculation, and I don't want to say anything that I'm not sure of. So anyways, and if I'm not sure of it, I'll say it's.
Find their ruin, divide and conquer, rinse and repeat. It's the same old bullshit for decades. Decades of intruding upon families and splitting them apart and destroying lives. Last one, we have another one from Dazed But Not Confused, Doug Scott Kramer. Here we go.
Party at the church. There's a place in Florida where you've got friends. We'll help you transcend if you give us those ends.
Doug always did such a good job on his intros.
Don't call it a cult, you just don't understand. Write us a check and take our hand. Party at the Church of Scientology.
All right. Hey, live listeners, and hey, podcast listeners, and hey, people on YouTube. Thanks for
That must not have been Doug's intro, though. That must be Echoplex's intro from Echoplex Media. Need to add him to my description.
Tuning into this special broadcast / recording, whatever. I'm just going to get right to it here. I got Doug Kramer, a former Scientologist, on the horn with me here. Doug, how you doing?
Not bad, Dave. Thanks for having me, my man.
Yeah. It was a struggle, but we got it going today.
I know, man. We want to talk about the power outage and everything else.
That was so fucking. I mean, I'm so glad I had like a big stack of content on Thursday night, because if I'd have like just been like, oh, I'm just going to do this interview, like I'm always like super prepared. So it wasn't a big deal, but it would have been great to have you on that show. But maybe we'll have you on sometime to do a couple of videos and whatnot. Before we get going here,
you got to check out this interview. It's really good. He talks about how joining a cult, how it, the steps involved and how it happens. That no one actually thinks they're joining a cult. I mean, obviously, and they trick you. And Doug breaks it down. I have one more serious thing, and then we have a funny thing. The serious thing is I went back through Derek Block's Reddit post from last week, and I found this in the comments. The person's page, they deleted their page. So it says, "Are they still coming after you? They came after me for a little over 10 years. From 14 to about 26, 27. Having lived through this hell myself as a kid, I wasn't going to ask any questions. But as I was stalking the comments section, I noticed one of the first things you listed as a catalyst for new membership, death of a loved one. This is exactly how they got my parents, and I still blame them for the actual death of my mother to this day. They were desperate. She had cancer. Basically, they convinced her that she didn't need and definitely should not subject herself to treatment, that she didn't need it, and that it was more poison than treatment. They could just audit it out. Clearly, she was just infected with interstellar negativity, obviously, guys, emanating from invisible space ghosts. She died a long and extremely slow and painful death. And my sister and I had to watch her waste away and cry in pain on a daily basis in between the audits at the DC area location of this place. I don't think it was the main DC building, but I could be wrong because it's been decades. But I know for a fact it was at least on the way to DC in Maryland. She ultimately did seek treatment before dying, but by then it was too late. Sounds like a fairly typical story, unfortunately. Had she not listened to these people and gotten treatments started immediately, her doc said she most likely would have survived, or at least given herself several more years, or at least she could have taken away some of the pain, I will not call them a church. They are not a church. Man, just reading this and commenting has got my adrenaline up to 1,000. There's so much more bad behind the Reader's Digest version of my experience with Scientology and the whole thing, honestly. I've got PTSD from that time in my life that I am still dealing with in my 40s. They attacked him when he was teen and young 20s. For instance, in addition to the adrenaline, I'm physically shaking so hard that I keep hitting the wrong keys and have to retype my sentences. I'm glad you got out. I hope more people do soon as well. Thank you so much for doing this. So, it's tragic, it's sad, but it's good to go back through these and find out other people's stories that are just hidden in comment sections. And they deleted their profile. I guess they didn't want to be attached to this for retribution reasons. Okay, now, last one is a funny one. I have to end on a high. So it is a crank call. Really funny guy. It's not that old. It's just a couple years old. And it is Jason Scoop Comedy. He has Trump call into a Scientology org. favorite president. That's what Trump thinks of himself, right? It's just funny. Oh, I forgot to share the tab. Oh my gosh, guys, let's watch it again. I'll make sure I'm back at the beginning. Nope, don't do that.
Hello, is this the Church of Scientology?
Yes, may I help you?
Located at 222 West 47th Street?
No, that's not our address. May I help you with something?
Well, first off, I want to say that I have a tremendous respect for you people with the Dianetics in terms of aliens and whatnot, but this is your favorite president, and I would like to know if I can secure
That's where I paused it before. Favorite president. Yep, that's a stretch.
an endorsement very strongly from your church and your people. Can you believe it? Such a disgrace. Such nasty people over at the so-called Church of Scientology, believe me. Such a disgrace. They don't love our country. They love aliens. Unbelievable.
Just funny. Just something funny to end on. Check him out. Jason Scoop Comedy. DOJ is promoting Narcanon. I saw that, Amy. Journey sent me that last night. That's something I'm going to feature tomorrow. We're going to do a little call to action for that. Have people look into that. I did look at Journey's post. I was emailing Journey all last night. Trust and believe. But if you have something like that, you shouldn't tell me in chat. You should email me, Amy, or text me. You have my phone number. So, but if you're telling other people to look, please, yes, do go look. Support Journey's effort. You don't hear it. Yeah, sorry. I hope you got it when I played it the second time. Oh, you did. Okay, good. So, yeah, that's the whole show today. I love Thursdays because Thursday is, I gotta get to it, Satanic Thursday. Satanic Thursday, guys. They're my favorites. But, I think my Deep Dive Tuesdays are going to be second because it's basically doing the Satanic Thursday, but diving a little deeper in just one topic. And this Tuesday coming up is Sean Lonsdale. That should be fascinating. And then here we go for Amy, the rest of Amy's number. So I hope everything went better than I think it did because this was kind of a shit show today. Sorry about that. I'm still getting my feet under me, still getting the microphone working out. At least the microphone worked today. So that's a start. Anyway, thanks for coming. I really appreciate all of you. And I hope to see you again soon. Nope, Public Works called today, but there will be one tomorrow. So look forward to that. Support Audit LA, support Ganja Girl. I'm doing tomorrow's stream. I don't believe Audit's going to be there in person. But next week, Ganja Girl is going to be taking the reins. So please subscribe to Ganja Girl. So make sure you don't miss any of the Public Works calls that I don't do. And everyone go out and do something fun today. Bye. Oh, I remembered. Don't let me forget again, Cricket. Today, Cricket is doing a music launch. So if you want to continue the conversation and just hang out and have some fun and decompress, Cricket Cinema is launching a live right now. So let's go room raid Cricket. Hey, Journey, we were just talking about you, babe. I'm going to feature that DOJ thing tomorrow. It just wasn't, I didn't have the full information. And today is Satanic Thursday, so it has a different thing. But tomorrow I'm going to feature Journey's work, finding out what the DOJ has been up to, recommending Narcanon. Can you believe it, guys? We're going to have a call to action on that tomorrow. Okay, guys, go room raid cricket. Have a great day. Bye.